Josh here, CrossFit Rema, Wednesday's workout. Before we get to it, we're gonna talk about some neck repair stuff. And again, that kind of comes on the end of Murph and the aftermath of that from that push-up position that looks kind of like this. It's really odd where you try to reach the floor with your neck. So we're gonna do something to kind of recover from that component. I have my jump rope. Most of us have a jump rope at home. If not, that is one of the items that I would recommend to get for sure. If not, it'll work with the towel. Okay, so here's what I do. I take the jump rope, put it behind my neck, and then start pulling. Now here's what I go for. I try to relax my jaw, and as I pull, I try to go both ways of it. If this thing is like a cheese grater, it's gonna take your neck off, then obviously be a little delicate about it. And then pull, and then go up, and then slightly move the rope up or down, and then do that for maybe a minute, and it'll release a lot of that tension that again can be built up from this. But keep in mind that that's always gonna come back when we have those push-ups until we pull the shoulders back, and then the push-up is this without push-up and text neck at the same time. I don't know how many more times I can do that in a video. Okay, so that's piece number one. Now, so the warm-up that we're gonna get to for Wednesday is gonna be just a couple of quick components, maybe 3. They'll go alternating on the minute. This is again for the warm-up to change it up a little bit. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start out with a single arm plank. So I get to where you can see me. Single arm plank, still squared up, shoulders to the ground. So it's not here, here. 10 seconds. Other side, 10 seconds. Now, again, this is the minute clock. I'll recover to standing and then go to high knees after that. So once I'm in position, so again, I'll turn the clock on, 10 seconds, plank, 10 seconds, plank, high knees for the remainder of that. Then on the next minute, I'm gonna get into a squat position, yeah? So it's down, and then start to get into that bootstrapper piece where I try to grab a hold of my feet, hips up, then I can dance around, come back, back up, come back, so on and so forth. I'll do that on the next minute. I'll alternate between those two for 8 total minutes or 4 total rounds each. 10 seconds, high knees for the remainder. Bootstrapper, hold that top position to kind of get into that, and we'll call that my warm-up for Wednesday. For my strength, I have 5 stagger stance RDLs per side on the first minute. Then on the alternating minute, on the next minute, I have 1 wall climb and 10 shoulder taps. I'm gonna show you a variation of the wall climb, and I'm gonna show you the RDL with my trusty 1981 cooler. Okay? So I get into position. Stagger stance is, let's talk about that stagger stance real quick. So when I lined up, let's say my left foot's forward, my right rear foot is lined up with the heel of the front foot. That's what I would consider stagger. And then most of the time, I'm not really interested about keeping that heel on the ground of the rear foot. It can come up. Okay? You're trying to get the stretch out of the front leg. Okay? So once I get into position, let's set it up. I'm going to set it up with my right foot forward because that's closest to the camera. And then again, position, position. I keep my shoulders peeled back, and then about the ground is as far as I can go. Otherwise, I have to reach. Okay? And I do, again, 5 on the right, 5 on the left in that first minute. Now that second minute, alternating on the minute, 1 wall climb. Let's say that I don't have a wall that's available, or let's say, you should have a wall, but let's say that I can't do that wall climb piece where I'm at because I'm gonna kick my feet through it, whatever it may be. Then I'm gonna do a pike. So it basically an inchworm, okay? So here's what it's gonna look like. So my setup is this. Plank position, walk it up. Now here's where my shoulder taps can come in. I can just start to lean, 1, 2, 3. If I can lean and touch, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. Then I would do that for that minute. Again, 1 climb. If I was on a wall, it was on a wall. Then I try my shoulder taps, and otherwise I'd go to pike position. I can also do it in that plank position. Do that for 10 minutes, basically 5 rounds each. That would be my strength. Conditioning piece, 5 rounds. 100-meter run, 100-meter run backwards. So let's say maybe 30 seconds out-ish if I don't have 100 meters marked. And then roughly this, obviously the same back. You got to get back to where you started at, right? So we get the idea of that. The run backwards, you know, be delicate about that. Like, take your time if you haven't run backwards for a while. Most of us haven't. It's an interesting thing. Message me after you do it. Tell me how it feels. But anyways, run 100 meters, run backwards 100 meters, then 20 sit-ups. Here's what my sit-up looks like. Okay? I want the arms down the whole time. Okay, so I'm going to go here, touch, come back, touch, come back, touch. Never let the arms go over my head. So those are going to be what would be called a strict sit-up. 5 rounds, 100 meter backwards, 20 sit-ups. That'll be my conditioning. Last piece, a good auxiliary to follow up all of that training, and that's going to be that glute walkout. Okay, once both legs out, we'll count that as 150. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. Okay, you can time that just for fun, see what happens. Okay, but anyways, 50 glute walkouts. Here's what it looks like. Hips up, legs locked. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on and so on. Big 5, 0. That will be my auxiliary. That will be Wednesday's workout.